Hey War Gamers, it's Saturday, February 20th, and here's what's on the table. So this week was definitely a quality over quantity week. I actually only got 2 miniatures completed, but I put about 5 to 6 hours into each one. So it was definitely a focus on higher quality painting as opposed to getting things done quickly this week. But I also did spend a lot of time editing videos. I got 3 different videos up online, one being the full painting of this miniature, and then 2 of the Relics Vaetier videos I've been working on. So I got the Vicario, which is sort of an ice hound, and the Evocateur, who's sort of the commander and sort of a bit of a wood spirit, as well as the full painting video for this miniature. I used a different format for this one. Because it was about 5 hours of raw video, I didn't want to edit it clip by clip because I felt that would just take far too long, or it would have to be broken up over 3 or 4 videos. And with it being a miniature that's not readily available yet and not for a really popular game at the moment, I mean, the Kickstarter is doing well, but it's not, War Machine or Warhammer 40k. So I didn't want to give it 3 videos worth of attention because I just felt that would kind of dilute my channel a bit. So what I did is I time-lapsed the entire painting and didn't really do it with any commentary. I didn't slow it down. I didn't describe what I was doing. I just let people watch. And I don't know if people really enjoy that or not. I haven't got a lot of feedback on it yet. I've only heard from really one person who said they found it hard to watch, but I've heard from maybe 2 people who said they really enjoyed it. So it's really evenly distributed. I mean, you can't really call 3 people a representative sample. So I'm going to try a few more videos in that format and see if it sticks or not. I don't know if I'm going to always go with that for my longer painting videos, but I want to at least try it a few more times and see how it feels. To that end, I did film the entire painting for the Guild Ball Sirens. That's about 4 to 5 hours as well. I also made more progress on Archangel Michael this week, but very, very little. It was actually just something I threw together while I was waiting for an ink wash to dry on Siren, as I just started blocking in the shadows for the non-metallic gold. Basically, the original yellowish color I used for the gold was a little bit too light for the deep parts. You can see on the crest here the 2 different colors quite easily. So that's literally all I did on this, was just block in some deeper orange color. I'm hoping to complete this miniature today. That's kind of my focus right now. As soon as this video goes up, this is what I'm working on. There's not a whole lot left to go, but non-metallic metal can be time consuming, especially on filigree details like the little face here and the small idol. I'm not quite sure if the pommel of the sword is going to give me any issues or not. I also still have to brighten up the blade of the sword. The outside edge, I want to have a bit of an energy effect to it. It's painted blue rather than, it might look black in this video. That's actually what the base coat color was for the blue areas. And so I want to just brighten that up and have it look shiny and glowy as well. Other things I want to work on this week is finally finishing up this piece. This is a Horus Heresy miniature. I'm going to be painting it in the White Scars colors. All I've done so far is run 2 colors through the airbrush. You can see it's very tan from the bottom, very white from the top. And that's just to get a base coat on the white armor and have it have a bit more of a warm tint to the white. Because I didn't want to just go from gray to white. That always looks a little bit stale to me. Really, my focus this week is to get him finished. I'm going to have to do something very interesting with the base because his feet aren't level. I believe he probably had a tactical rock he stood on or something to that nature. And so I need to decide what I'm doing with that base. My other project for the week, personal project, is to complete these 2 miniatures. This is the rest of my Guild Ball Fisherman starter set. So that's Angel and Shark. With Guild Ball, there's a couple different scales of the game, which I found really neat. A team is made up typically of 5 models plus a mascot, but a starter set only comes with 3. And with the 3 models in the starter set, you can play an introductory game, which is actually played on a 2x2 pitch, and the units even have different stat lines. So they don't kick the ball as far, they don't run as far. Everything's literally scaled down to the 2x2 board. So it makes it a little bit easier to grasp the game. I found it really informative when I was being taught by Antoine at Guild Ball Montreal. But my intent is to have both these done for Wednesday because I've got a game against Ash, and it'd be nice if I had painted models for it. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on the duck miniature anymore this week. I'd like to, but with basically 3.5 miniatures to paint to a high detail standard, I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to also sculpt. But what I am going to try and do if I have some time is edit the video of me sculpting this first half. And the miniature's not perfect. There's a lot I still have to learn from it. But I feel like if I edit the video and post it online, I'm more likely to finish his other leg and his arm because it'll be out there in the world and I'll feel more accountable to my followers and my friends and family as well. Because right now, I mean, it's only been on these little studio updates and I think on my Facebook page. And with sculpting, because I'm not a great sculptor yet, I find myself more likely not to finish a sculpting project, and I want to get out of that habit. So I'm hoping if I just share the first part of the video, I'll be required to make the second part. So ideally, I'm going to be editing that this week as well. So Corvus Belli also sent me Avicenna this week to assemble and review. I'm behind on their releases quite a bit. They sent me the Nomad's Intruder with HMG a few months ago and the Mobile Regatta box, and I just haven't had time to work on my Infinity stuff. I've started playing it again, so there's more likelihood that I'm going to start painting them now. This is an absolutely awesome model, but I've got so many unpainted Infinity miniatures right now that I sort of feel like if I jump on this one, I'm going to be leaving some others behind. Like I got Branda Castro, I've got a Daktari, Authorized Bounty Hunter, the Aloe Nova Seals box, the Mola Brigada box, the Intruder, and I know I'm forgetting at least one miniature as well. So I mean, I've got a pile of, you know, that's about 12 to 15 miniatures to go, and then this just got thrown on top. And I love this sculpt, but I sort of feel like I need to flesh out my nomads before I start painting mercenaries. Especially because I think this one can only be taken with one of the two sectorials, and I don't have enough models yet completed for either sectorial, which means I may not be able to field this right now anyway. But I really appreciate that it was sent to me. It's really awesome. It's a fantastic looking miniature, and you will see it in a painting video eventually. I don't know when that's going to happen. I want to say soon, but soon with a little trademark symbol after it. Alright, so there's my completion for last week and my goals for this week. Let me know in the comments below what you're working on, and if you have any questions. I'll be back next week with another studio update. And until then, do something epic. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you liked that one, why don't you check out some battle reports right over here, or check out more epic hobby content right over here. If you really like what I'm doing and want to support my creative efforts, I really urge you to become one of my supporters on Patreon. You can find out more about that right here.